So the next day dawns, on which case get a Pyros back
For a little bit.
and a willpower back, which you should have
Ooh.
done the game if.
Yeah. Health.
Health, yeah, you'll have been on full. Sorry, probably should have covered that at the start of the game, but yeah, you'll be on full health. And yeah, you wake up.
Sweet.
What was our Pyros when we got here in humanoid world? Would that have been full as well, or was?
Yeah, that would have been full. That's actually, yeah. So, oh no, you have spent a fair bit. Yeah, it would have been full. So knock off what you've spent.
Cool. And then add one.
Yep. And yeah, there are sort of like hotels, but without any staff. You know, just big buildings with rooms with beds made up in that people just seem to be flopping into at night. You can find a room to yourselves, so you're not, waking people up with this quiet. As the sun comes up, you can see people getting about the business. Give us a wits and composure roll as you sort of rub your eyes at the window for the first time in the morning. S1, all right. Oh, yes. Oh, well, G5, you're...
G5 is too short to see out the window.
Yeah. Just brushing your teeth and stuff. You guys notice, everything's getting set up now, but it's not quite the smooth machine. Every so often, like, someone will lift up a pan and the handle will break off.
Man.
A little bit of irritation in the air.
Oh, we're ruining it again.
Getting ready for something happening in the town square. There's there's 4 podiums being set up and a kind of a rope keeping the people, back away from whoever's going to be at this podium. And yeah, people just generally filtering in, making merry. You go down to have some breakfast and you see the guy from last night, Hector. Looks like he hasn't slept much. He comes up. He's sat on one table and another there's Daedalus.
Daedalus.
Friends, you're awake.
It's good to see you, Daedalus.
Good to see you. Good to see you. The campaign is going well, yes?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Looks like it's a sure thing. Well, surer than I'd ever have thought.
Damn right. You're right to be confident, Daedalus. You take that confidence with you. Take it to the podium and the people.
I will.
People wrap it up.
Yes, I do. It might be time to talk to him about the questions.
Oh yes, the questions. I'll be honest with you. I haven't had time to think of them. I'm so flustered.
Daedalus, that's what we're here for. Now listen, we've got something hot, something brand new, something none of the other candidates would have thought of.
Oh yes.
Yes, Daedalus. Daedalus, swoon at my ability to match your campaign here. to manage your campaign. Right. And it's going to even move. We're moving the heap question. It's that good.
Get rid of the heap question.
We're going to move it.
Move it, you say?
We're going to move it, sorry, yes. Although we're not sure of the order yet. Which order should we go for? Should we have it last or should we have it first?
I think the heap first, because the answer's 3. And then...
Right. Okay, no, all right then. We're keeping the heap question, but we're moving the newbie question to the middle one. And then what we're going to ask at the end is, why have 42 new stars appeared
in the sky?
In the sky.
Okay.
Seen only last night by Hector Astropharius.
I see. And what is the philosophical significance of this? 42 stars in the sky? I don't understand.
Yeah, well, no, indeed, that is the question. What is the philosophical significance?
You're saying this actually happened?
Oh, yes.
This has actually happened. This has happened. This has been witnessed and seen. if we're at the point where we shouldn't be able to see the light from stars because the universe is expanding so much. You're following me here, aren't you, Daedalus?
I am, but I've seen no stars in the sky.
Exactly. Why have they reappeared? What is Apollo going to do about it?
I've seen no stars reappear. What are you talking about?
Let me show you. Should we take him to the astronomy?
Yeah. Well, it might not work in the daytime.
Yeah, they tend not to, these things.
No.
Wait, you mean you've been to the observatory?
Yes.
Yes, the observatory. We saw ourselves.
This isn't that Hector, is it?
Hector, yes.
We
saw ourselves, though. I looked through the Hubble telescope myself. I saw it. We did, didn't we?
Yes, we seen his discarded rags, and we forced him to show us the stars with our own eyes, or we would out him as a serial masturbator.
I think everyone knows he's a deviant of types. That's why he's left alone in that observatory. I can't be having my campaign influenced by a man of such low standing.
Yes, but he's not told anybody else yet. He confided the information with us so that you might ask the question. For him, it's not about who came up with the question. It's the question being answered. And trust me, if he gives you any problems, be out of the picture.
What do I say if people ask about these stars?
You ask Apollo. You don't tell anybody this question until you ask Apollo. It is for the God's ears only.
You want me to lie to the people? I have to, before the election, tell people what I'll be asking. So this would be great heresy to lie and ask a different question.
Oh, is that Frank?
Yeah.
Tell them, it's a valid question. 42 stars appear in the sky. Could it be 42 comets coming to destroy the world? Could be anything. We need to know.
I think you do need to lie to the people. If the people challenge you, then you have to come up with something. It's important that we ask Apollo this question.
Yes. When people find out it's come from Hector, he's the only one in the observatory, you see. I mean, I can try and dance around this subject, yes.
It's okay. I can stand up and vouch for the observation. We can keep Hector's name out of it. After all three of us saw it.
Yes.
You can ringlead in that. You can get the crowd on your side, Samir.
Okay.
We'll say something more positive apart from the comments.
Yeah, I'll swerve the comments.
We could tell people that
heavens that we have reached perfection.
We could tell people that
some books.
We could tell people that we have noticed that Hector is not carrying out his duties as a public astronomer, and we needed to do it for him. We went up there to see what it is that we should see, and this is what we saw, and we realised that Hector should be doing his job a lot better than he has been.
We found
what we've been suspecting all along.
We besmirch his name.
Yeah, we just found him wanking, man.
We just found him wanking. And what are you doing? You should be watching the skies. Look, there's 42 stars out there that you haven't even noticed.
Yeah, I mean, how's he missed 42 stars?
Useless, masturbating constantly. This is the problem.
Well, if you think that'll work, I mean, yes, just so long as no one thinks I've been.
It's okay. If he tries to do anything, we'll sort him out. I pat him on the back. I give.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Pat on the back. Daedalus. Just make sure we've made contact with.
Right, you touch his smooth skin, but unfortunately, give us an Azoth roll. Oh, and his spine is particularly weak this morning.
Is this all of
Really
us?
weak spine this morning, sir.
Yeah, he's not very on edge, despite how positive he about things. Right?
Oh
He doesn't like you, does he, S1?
no, I'm mooching off.
Don't touch me.
Oh, right. Yeah, he steps away, giving you a funny look. Right, so it was the heap question, the stars question, and then just you letting him pick one.
Is this the real life? It was
Is
the
this
question
the
for the
real
newbies.
Right. Yeah, go on. Well, that's the one that's, you know.
Sorry, I was talking then when I was muted. Sorry, is this the real life is the second question. The stars is the last question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, that's the one that sort of catches people, because obviously the heat question, that's kind of similar to what's normally asked, but is this the real life seems to have, you know, that's the one that people are getting into. That's been well, we'll say as the election starts, people, there are three other guys standing up there. They present their questions first, and they're all sort of decorated scientists from the pre-Gnostic school.
Right, what's it? Can I stand near them as they're doing it and make them feel a bit defeated about the whole thing?
Well, yeah. Yeah. So there's four other guys. Well, it's along to the side. So this is like behind the crowd. You've got the town centre here. These three other people, they're all kind of decorated scientists from the Gnostic school, and they're all standing up giving very sort of standard questions that they're going to be voted for. And they're all announced themselves.
Well, this is
and then
real raw.
Yeah, in a second. Daedalus then stands up and gives his questions and reads them out. And the first one everyone ignores. The second one, there's a huge murmur through the crowd, and you get this positive reaction. Then he says his third one, and that kind of shuts everyone up. Everyone's sort of a couple of people. Is this a joke? What does he mean? And then you can see the debate's about to start. So now is the time that you'd be doing your depressing people S2.
Yeah, I think it lasts for a whole scene as well. So the sooner I can. No, I'm not depressing them. That's a bit too much, man, because that's when they start actually thinking about suicide. This is just to make them feel defeated.
So what are you doing then? What's the plan? Now you've seen this.
It's just kind of like as they start to talk, I just mutter something that puts them off and makes them feel shit. What's the point of listening to this guy?
Right.
None at all.
So defeat makes subjects feel worthless, and they'll surrender to aggression.
All right. So that's the first guy defeated. Is it? Do you have to do it to multiple people? Also, how many pyros have you spent for that?
2.
And right, are you doing it for the others or?
Yeah. So when the next guy stands up to speak,
Yeah.
Can't wait to hear Daedalus, not this loser.
All right. Is that another 2 pyros as well?
Mm-hmm.
Does it last for the scene, like the whole scene, or is each person standing up a scene?
No, it's the whole scene. It'll be so. Yeah. Once they all start speaking, just give us the other roles. Let's see how they're doing then.
Oh, right. I am spending a hell of a lot of pyros there, man. That's all I'm saying.
You are.
What a joke. I've heard better things said.
Exceptional.
All right. Does anything happen for an exceptional success?
On a defeat, I only wrote down the sort of general thing on my piece of paper. I'd have to look it up. So it's mesmerism, pathos.
Oh, let me have a look.
Anyone has quicker access to things.
What was that? Sorry.
Mesmerism, pathos.
All right, I've got it here.
We got it.
Defeat, yeah. So a dramatic, exceptional success. Sorry, target cannot spend willpower to take violent actions. So,
Right.
yeah. Well, I'll assume that applies. You know, given that he's in verbal combat, we'll assume that means
He can't give it.
Yeah.
Right. He can't give it. Come back with his willpower.
Yeah. Right. So that's it. So they're. Yeah. They're pretty much defeated when they try and ask what's his name questions.
They're very melancholic.
Yeah, they just hold their head in their hands and.
Oh shit! Sorry, man. They do have a save. This is versus their resolve and supernatural tolerance.
All right. Okay.
So all three of them have a save.
Go on. Let's see there. Right. So the first one's got to beat 4 successes, which he doesn't. Second one, 2 successes. Oh, right.
He's tolerant.
Yeah, re-roll it and we'll see. Because he was the one that he got 2 successes for.
2 again.
Ooh, 1, 2 again.
Oh.
Yeah, roll again.
Finish him.
Yeah, no, he's defeated as well. And the last guy, let's see if he can save. That's
against 6.
All right, yeah. You never know. He's rolled a 10.
Mm.
No, actually, sorry. The last guy, he's had 1 more dice to roll. So let me just see if that makes it. No, right. So yeah, they all stay defeated. And Daedalus, you can see he was going a bit green about having to answer questions about this, but his opponent seems to have gone quiet, and he just sort of brushes them off about the sort of, the 42 stars, and he's trying to concentrate on is this real life? And he's giving a speech to the people about how he cuts through the crap. This is what he's going to ask. Don't worry about. He's got a success. 2 successes. He manages to win the crowd over. The attention's taken away from
Ringleader cheer.
Well, I'm not spending any more. He seems to be doing all right. I reckon we're in danger of fucking this right up. I'm going to have a bit of restraint.
It's like having uranium in your bag, man. Flashing it into the crowd.
I mean, I can always encourage someone reckless. So if someone raises a glass, oh, hail Daedalus, I'll say, down in 1.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, well, there's going to be at least one Larry person there who's taking it all, the Daedalus worship a bit too far. So he's like, Daedalus, yeah, you're the man.
Down it.
Yeah, he starts Daedalus, all hail Daedalus, and the crowd start. Do you have to roll anything for that, or is it just?
That's a persistent thing, and if he does what I say, I get a point of willpower.
Right, yeah, get a point of willpower. He gets swept up in his own enthusiasm, and a few people around him do, and slowly there's a chant. Everyone's chanting for Daedalus, and Daedalus is stood there looking over the moon. And then, the ballots are opened, and it's pretty simple. You go in, you get given a wooden counter, and you've got 4 boxes you can put them in. It's all done behind, closed curtains, I suppose. Little booths are set up. But yeah, you do notice a few people, as they pull the curtains across, it sort of comes off the rings and has to be replaced. There's one embarrassing time when one of the ballot boxes splits open and a load of wooden beads pour on the floor, but it's put right. And then the votes are in. Daedalus has won by a landslide. He's going to get to answer the questions of Apollo, and no one needed to know about Hector's involvement.
It was all kept hush hush.
All Afterwards, Daedalus comes over and he's like, thank you. I can't thank you enough. This has made a dream come true.
It's okay, Dave. Let's hope you survive the night now to ask the question.
Of course. Gotta watch
Don't
out for
drink
that.
too much.
I'll have to watch that. Yes, I've got to make sure I don't celebrate too soon. I've got to rehearse. Got to have everything on point. Got to get the wording just right. Make sure that we can get the most out of it. He sort of looks down at his questions. Yes, I mean, this is not the questions I thought I'd be asking when I stood in front of Apollo.
No.
But if this is what it is taken, this is what I shall do. Again, thank you, my friends.
It's okay. Yeah, no, there's nothing. I'm just looking through my powers, wondering what I can do to you, my friend, but nothing appears to be useful at the moment. So
Yeah. Let's
take my leave.
Let's dial our behaviour down a bit and just go and make ourselves scarce on the edge of town. A bit of self-reflection now.
Yeah. It's times like this we take ourselves away.
Until tomorrow when we've screamed, "Kill Apollo!" and the crowd goes sick.
You'd do that for us, wouldn't you?
Yeah, is that what you're doing? Are you staying out of town, or there's going to be an even bigger feast tonight?
We'll ruin it. I vote that we leave town.
Yeah, I think maybe we should remove ourselves from the feast. I mean, as much as I'm all up for encouraging a certain amount of risk taking, but yeah, I don't know.
We could be at the feast, but we'd have to be recluses.
Yeah, we've seen handles falling off things and stuff. We know that this is a precursor to. Yeah. It's time to sit in the woods.
I think we probably should.
Fair enough.
I wonder what else is on this planet, man. If like the rest of it's all just like a Garden of Eden, or whether it's like, there's a big factory ran over a hill, just pumping dirt and people slaving.
I reckon there's underground tunnels packed with monsters that work the mines. I reckon.
And making wine.
Yeah.
Where does the wine come from? That would have been a fucking great question. I'm not actually,
Well, are you spending the night testing any of these things or trying to answer these questions? Or
where does the wine come from, Sam? What's that for a helpful guy? Samaritus, how are you?
You find them in the crowd. I'm very well, thank you. I see you have gotten into the political side of things around here. That is good.
Here's a question for you, Samaritus.
Yes.
You like to help, don't you?
Oh, I certainly do. Anything I can do to help you.
Where does the wine come from, Samaritus?
It comes from the vineyards.
You have vineyards here?
Outside of town, yes.
And who works these vineyards?
Oh, the vineyard owners. They have staff who help pluck the grapes.
Okay.
Young people.
Young people, eh? Are they paid for their work, or do they just do their work?
Oh, they're not paid. No, they just do their work to help out. Usually young students helping their way. They're the ones that drink the most wine anyway. But yes, we do not have money in these times. Sure, you think now. Remember, we are humans who've risen above all this. People just do what they do to help society function.
Of course.
Some people.
I wasn't sure.
Well, it matters.
Too much philosophy, Samaritus. I'm just trying to make sure all the questions that could be asked by our friend Daedalus
Of course.
are the right questions. You'll be voting for him today, I take it. Oh, you've already voted. You voted
Yes, I voted for him. He's the other three. I don't know. It didn't seem to be much about them, I have to say. So, at least this Daedalus has got something about him. Be interesting to see what the answers are. Not sure I understood the significance of 42 stars returning. What kind of metaphor he was trying to imply with that.
Sometimes
42 stars have reappeared, have they? So
maybe he's talking about 42 stars in the society, a reflection of them.
quite
There are
possible.
awards, perhaps, that Apollo is bringing down from heaven, celestial orbs of gold that will adorn 42 of the finest people in our society.
I suppose it could. I'm not much of a philosopher, I'm afraid, but sounds like the sort of thing Apollo might do.
I'm sure you'll receive one of these orbs for all your kindness and help.
You are too kind, you are too kind. But I do not do it for rewards or glory. I just do it to help my fellow man. Yes.
Sorry, I'm feeling disquiet now, my friend.
Enjoy the party, my friend.
Yes, thank you.
He's disquieting you.
Yeah, it's that point where the conversation's come to an actual end. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Seems reasonable.
You know, at a party with a guy you've met once or twice, and you're not sure how it went last time. I think I may have disquieted him last time. So it was time to do it to me. Oh, G5 disquieted. Oh, that was a fast one.
So, what are you doing tonight then?
Going and sleeping on the periphery.
All right. Just sleeping, you're not checking anything out. You don't have to, but if there's anything that you want to look into before or get ready for the big day tomorrow.
Is there anything we need to look into before? What has happened? Is there anything we've missed? Because we do sometimes have a habit of missing big things.
So I think it's all about tomorrow, and if we don't find out what we want tomorrow, then we'll look for other stuff to find out. It's just these big questions to be asked tomorrow, and we could really fuck this up before it.
Everyone's really going mad about, is this the real life question? That could be the real stinger. Maybe that one definitely needs to be at the end. And you know what I mean? I reckon Apollo might just give some snake answer for the 42 stars. Oh, no, nothing to be worried about, or some shit like that.
Well, I think it'll take him by surprise. I don't think he'll be expecting that one. I don't think he'll be expecting that one. I think that'll take him by surprise. I think the real life question. I reckon every new, intake of noobs asks that question. We all think it's a
noob thing, man.
Yeah, I think it's they all think it's an amazing question that nobody's ever asked before. But Apollo will have an answer to that. 42, that'll blow his mind. What? 42 what, sorry?
Right, okay. People didn't seem to like the heat question, man. I noticed that.
Well, it's just a way of...
It was generally just ignored, man. Brief description. Picked up little or no.
I reckon they're all happy that the answer's 3.
I reckon we can say that we can take that one off ourselves and then we can replace it. Oh no, we can't.
I don't know. You see, I think it's a good one to start off with because I think Apollo will really like that question. He'll appreciate the philosophical nuance of the.
Yeah, no, it'd be heresy to change it now. We're stuck with it.
Yeah, we've got to remember the heresy.
Although that's the way I could properly achieve a milestone. You know what I mean? Befriended Daedalus, man. The guy's buzzing off me. And now I've got to do something to break that. Such as
You might not have to try very hard, depending on the answers we
Abuse it.
get.
I've got to abuse him, man. That's the thing. Be shunned. He's got to shun me. Infidelity, man. I could start to support one of the rival candidates. It's too late for that. Breaking the group's social norms.
Yeah, is anyone close to achieving a milestone? Is there anything S1 or G5 you think you could do? Or?
Could be, depending on how it goes. You know, if Apollo Welshes on his answers and doesn't give clear answers, then if people get angry, yeah, I'm going to try and provoke him into throwing things at him.
Right.
But it depends on the way it goes. You know, it's...
I suppose you have caused people to take some risks, I suppose. You know, I mean, not life-threatening, but they voted for some guy that isn't necessarily the right guy for the job.
Could ask questions that enrage a god.
You know, while this feast is going on and you guys are hiding in the forest, man, I've got a really good opportunity to hit my milestone by going to the feast, feeling and getting that sense of inclusion. And then I could either call it halfway to my milestone there, or break the group's social norms and hit it. At the end of the day, still things going to go forward tomorrow with Daedalus and the questions. Nothing's going to change there. All I've got to do is turn up to the group, buzz with them, drop a few stinkers, you know, fart a few times. You know, just do the over, you know, the guy who's putting his arm on people's shoulders far too soon. And telling them the wrong to the face and pointing, you know, and get shunned by Dave and his friends.
I suppose you could do, yeah. I mean, you'd have to
turn up to the party tonight, buzzing like that with Daedalus, and then after turn into a knobhead.
You could do. I mean, you're gonna have to be a real knobhead, I suppose, to break, you know, to get him to shun you at this point.
My only fear is if he does shun me, he won't ask the questions.
It might be easier if
he got elected on the questions. He can't not ask them. It'd be heresy. No, he's stuck with them as much as we are. No, he's got to do it now. There's nothing.
Depending on the answers from Apollo, though, it might be much easier to get him to shun you after the event. Where,
yeah, and you've not really got any reason for doing it now, other than getting your miles. Yeah, it's a bit of a random thing to have won this guy over than just.
It's not right. I see. So it's got some kind. Okay. Well, I might just go to the party, buy him a pint, build the relationship up a bit more to get that sense of inclusion in the group, and then cut before I do anything.
All right. What about you guys? You're just staying in the woods there?
Yeah, I was just on the subject of milestones. I have one of my milestones is stir a community up into a fervor towards a target of your choice, which was Daedalus. So kind of sort of already achieved that. You know, they all love the guy.
You're right. Okay.
Yeah, you had him going sick.
What's that?
You had him going sick.
Yeah.
Right. Well, so you just want to basically see this play out, then? I take it, or
yeah.
Right. And you're Esther. You want to go into the crowd and
just going to go down. It's going to be dead quick. You know, like you've all seen it at someone's party. You know, the guy who can't stay. He jibs in, dead brief hellos with everybody. Gets to the bar proper quick. Gets the birthday boy a drink. You know what I mean? Stands and nods with everybody, smiles, but doesn't commit to any conversations. Looking at his watch, oh, suddenly I've got to get off. That's me.
Right.
I feel included in the group, but can't stay.
Cool. Do you have any socialize?
No, that's why I'm going to be so awkward. Oh, shit, that's my soul, man.
Well...
Oh, no, I mean, I can't do this. I'm going to end up being awkward. No, I stop as I hear the sound of the festival. Pat my pockets and feel, you know what? Actually, I don't know if I can afford it tonight. No, I cut back to the woods. It all plays out in my mind. I see how it can go wrong.
Okay. Oh yeah, you spend the night in the woods. The next day comes. I get a point of Pyros back as the sun appears over the horizon.
Don't mind if I do.
And it is indeed the sun this time.
Oh, of course.
And yeah, you can hear off in the distance the sound of an even bigger festival than before being set up. Loads of tables and bunting and all that sort of stuff being put out. But as with the wedding, you can feel there's that background of just frustration, as you know, the bunting.
Does the bunting come down?
Yeah, that half hours of untangling it. It finally goes and comes straight back down. Most of the trestle tables seem to be broken or wobbling. The wine doesn't taste great today either. And there's just that feeling in the air that, you know, people are, you know, they've obviously been speculating on what it all means. And people have been asking, well, hang on, what does it mean 42 stars have appeared? And why does that seem strangely familiar? You know, there's something about that. 42 gods.
Space gods.
What does it mean? The atmosphere is quite electric. You see Daedalus, he's surrounded by people. He's in really ornate toga, gold inlay. They've got a gold sort of wreath of laurels for him to wear. He looks like he's been oiled and powdered, as is appropriate in these situations.
Oiled and powdered, man.
Yeah, you think it's maybe not the best combination for. It gives a certain look that these people find, you know, official. And he seems sort of he waves over at you guys, and you see the people preparing him. You know, don't look very impressed. You know, they're trying to keep him, you know, and explain what he's got to do on the day and how he's got to walk out in a certain way and just, you know, bow his head and all this kind of stuff. But he's sort of nodding at you guys. Morning, friends. The big day has come. Daedalus' moment.
Yes, don't let it be me to undermine that.
No.
Don't forget, my persistent is I only need 3 successes on empathy to make him feel guilty. Yes. Don't. So I'll do a manipulation and empathy just to wind him up a bit. Yes.
Make him feel guilty.
Yeah, just make him feel guilty.
Why?
Just for not telling everybody, you know, for robbing a masturbator's question, for taking it as his own.
No, but why are you making him feel guilty? I think
I just feel a bit upset that he's only letting on to us, man. You know what I mean? He's got all these pretenders around him. When it was us who put him there, he should be beckoning us over and being nice. But you know what I mean? He's just giving us the nods. Feel a bit hurt.
Well, he's talking to you.
Okay.
That's how you're having this conversation. I mean, you can make him feel guilty if you want. I'm not sure why you would do that.
No, I thought he was being a twat to us, that's all. Sorry. If he's not, if he's coming over and talking, then that's cool. I thought he was giving us the cold shoulder.
Yeah, no, he was saying it's the big day now, fellas. Oh, yes. I hope it will all go well.
You've got the best questions.
Yes. Well, thank you for them. I'm still not 100% sure, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna
Daedalus,
speak to-
feel the atmosphere. People can't wait to hear them. The answers to these. They've been talking all night about them. You've really got people going. I've even heard people talking about the first question. Like, how hope it's answered really quickly, and it's obviously 3.
Well, we shall see about that. Of course, that is the debate. At first, we met. Oh, what a fateful day.
Yeah.
I will remember this for the rest of my life. Thank you again, my friends.
It's okay.
It's a shame everything seems to be, going wrong this morning. This is the 3rd toga they've found for me. The other 2 ripped as soon as I put it on.
Mm.
And this brooch, they had to bring me another one of those because that broke. Yeah.
It's hard.
These are all good signs. I mean, this is what they say. Bad things happen in how many times? How many bad things have happened to you?
Oh, this morning,
Twice.
I suppose 7. No,
Seven,
8.
things happen in seven or 8. That's what they say. It's bound to stop soon. Is essentially what I'm saying. That's what they always say.
Of course. It'll stop as soon as Apollo appears.
Indeed.
To speak.
Yes. It's his absence that causes these things.
Yes, indeed. We're getting all the bad luck out of the way before Apollo arises, and we'll get nothing but good luck when he does arrive.
Mm-hmm.
Makes perfect sense.
Yes. Anyway, I better get ready. I will speak to you afterwards. You go get yourselves a good place in the crowd. Thanks again, friends. I shan't forget you.
Oh, it's okay. Make sure you don't. I just wink and smile. Just a joke. Do I have to do an Azoth roll?
No, he's all right now. So yeah, you make into the crowd.
I told you.
Like I say, you can feel that there's an atmosphere here. Yeah, a couple of people, debating, what these questions mean. There's a contingent of people that are now starting to think, he's inexperienced, this Daedalus. These questions are foolish. Why are we letting him ask them? He should be a real scientist with real credentials. I heard that Euclid had some excellent questions on the nature of consciousness that would have been much better than this fool and his 42 stars.
You might be right.
It would be heresy to ask anything else at this point. To even debate something like that, foolish.
Yes. Oh, I don't know how he did it, how he crept in under the radar. You mark my words. Next time, Apollo.
Next time, my friend. Next time, exactly.
Yes, we won't let such a fool get elected.
You are gifted with time. Let this time be a lesson, but also perhaps reveal great answers.
You're killing a lot of motherships, man.
Are you a friend of this Daedalus? Do you know him?
He's a good man.
Good man. Do you understand his questions, why they are so frivolous and ill-prepared?
Let's see how the answers go, and then we'll answer that question for you.
That is just your opinion, friend. And I'm pleased that you can express it so freely. By the gods, the freedom we have is something to celebrate. I raised the poor quality wine to him.
He raised that. We shall see indeed. Yes. He goes off into the crowd to rant to some other people. Give us your wits and composure rolls as you survey the scene and see if there's anything amiss or awry.
Oh,
damn it.
Some wryness. Am eyeballing the wryness?
See. Right, yeah. You all did. This guy, did he just ruffle his feathers?
No.
Trick of the light.
He's
Oh,
gonna fly off with Daedalus in his claws.
You notice as you
it's
every now and again,
anyway, man.
one of them has a little minor twitch, but they're still statues at the moment.
We need to stand at the back of the crowd, man.
Yeah, let's move a little further back, man.
Yeah.
All the way back.
All the way back.
You stand all the way back, and at the back, your friend Hector wanders over. Hello, friends.
Oh, Hector, masturbator. How are you, my friend?
Oh, you don't need to bring that up every time, please. But
Well, I will if you start speaking about this question. It was Daedalus's question. He came with it. You were wanking on the job. We saw the stars. We passed it on to Daedalus. That's the story. You deviate from that, and there'll be trouble.
fair enough. He'll go along with that. I just need to know. I need to know the. Actually, no, he is gonna. Have you got any intimidation or that? He's gonna try and.
Okay, we're gonna do something, man. We're gonna have to do something. I make him feel guilty. I do that thing where I make him feel guilty for his masturbation.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, at least that gets to do it on someone.
Is this another? Are you spending pyros to do this?
No, this is a persistent.
All right, cool.
And does he get a result to it, or is it just?
No, I've just got to get 3 on this. I've got 3 successes, so I'm going to pump a willpower in because that's okay.
Cool.
Right, submitting. Oh, he doesn't feel guilty.
Has anyone else got any intimidation?
I'm just going to try and persuade him. Look, man, just keep quiet. This is for the best. This is for the best. You know how these people feel about you.
That's the one success style persuasion, man.
Right. Well, he's got a success, so it's a reroll situation.
You know it makes sense.
I should get some credit. It was me that saw it. If it's important, then I should get the credit. Oh,
no.
Is there another reroll?
Yeah. Attention to your masturbatory ways.
Oh, what was that?
He's got an 8 and a 10, so he gets a reroll. Oh, right, yeah. The debate rages on. No, I'm the conservatory man. I should get the credit. Not some fool you befriended.
Yes, but do you want people rifling through your rags?
Shall we work together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Who rolled? No, G5. It was you re-rolling. Who rolled that?
Yeah. What was the manipulation and empathy? What was that today?
What was that?
That was me.
Yeah, no. G5 needs to re-roll because they both got.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. No, they haven't finished rolling yet. So.
Right. 1 second. Boom. Oh, 3 successes.
All right.
Justice for the best, my friend.
Oh, 2 successes. Right now, so you do convince him, G5.
The question will be asked.
I knew you knew it made sense.
I suppose you're right, but still, I do need to know. Strange indeed. Anyway, I suppose us exiles should stay here at the back.
Yes, why are you deviant anyway? What's going on with that?
Well, everyone keeps going about how it's the peak of society, and so I thought, do as you like.
No,
very confused when I did it, but no one listened.
Well, my friend, it was good to hear about that.
Tell me, Hector, while we're here and talking, have you ever known those statues to move, ruffle their feathers or anything like that?
But the bronze one? No, can't say I have.
No, it would be odd, wouldn't it? But given that they're bronze statues.
It would certainly be odd how finely carved and detailed they are as bronze statues. I can see why you'd think they were alive and moving, but no, they're just...
You're right, they are very realistic.
There's a time I thought there was a real eagle bat perched at the top of the stone, but no, they're just statues.
Well, that's good.
Well,
It's the light. I told you, it's just the way the light that's fallen on them that made you think they were moving. How ridiculous to think so.
That must be it, yes. Anyway, let's get ready because I have a feeling it's about time. You see the crowd is starting to hush as clearly they're getting ready for something to happen.
Spaceship.
Yeah, and well, you know that temple you saw, that was good times. You know, don't forget you're doing this for Michael. What are the memories of it? No, you think you're there. As you look up from your happy memories, there's a figure sat on the throne above the plinth. And he calls out, "Who here has a question for the great Apollo?" You see
Celestial beast announce.
That was him shouting. And you see from out the crowd, Daedalus comes in his refinery, looking down at his feet in reverence. "I have a question for you, great Apollo. Then speak your first question to me. How many grains of sand before you cast it as a heap?" A good question. He gives a very long answer about, a heap is, what is a heap of a man's heart? What is a heap of a man's spirit? How much before you call a man a soul? There lies your answer.
The 3 pillars.
The prognostics, man.
Rapturous applause from the crowd of it.
I just shit.
My second question, great Apollo. Is this the real life?
Or is it just fantasy?
Give us your wits and composure rolls.
Oh.
As you study the face of a god.
Look at your face. We're very witty and composed today.
Yeah, nothing's getting past you. You see for a second his, calm, confident look on his face drops for just a second, and then he comes back.
Oh, the poker tell. Did you all see that guy?
And he shouts out to the crowd, "What is my name, people?" And everyone shouts, "Apollo." He says, "Yes, this is the real life." And then there's rapturous applause. There's a bit of a pause as people wait for the third question. You see, Daedalus shuffling for a bit, and then my third question, great Apollo, why have 42 stars appeared in our night sky? He stares at him, a look of thunder on his face. And then he disappears.
Oh, the cough of thunder muted you.
I disappear then when I coughed.
Yeah.
Right. He's gone. There's a look of shock, but then, hang on a second. You're having another one of your trips down memory lane. Oh, Michael.
I always enjoy these. Yeah. Oh, Michael, let's not forget you. You're in our hearts.
Yeah.
So when you say gone, you mean gone, like just vanished?
Vanished.
Like
there's an empty throne.
Didn't run away or anything. Just vanished.
Just pop. I should say as well, he was sat on this throne. He is like, he must be about 20 foot tall. He's obviously not human.
Mega damage.
But yeah, these 6 creatures are now all awakened. And the eagle bat leaps up and starts attacking Daedalus.
So
pecking into his head as he screams. Suddenly,
that
the scream
could've been
goes
you.
through the crowd.
Man.
Oops.
Right. Oh, bollocks. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at the time. I think we might have to leave it on a quick cliffhanger there, if it's all right, because
That seems reasonable.
if we start this combat, it's going to be a while.
Yeah.
That's a great cliffhanger, to be honest.
Yeah.
That could have been US too.
Yeah. Well,
I feel bad now. It isn't for Daedalus, man. He could have
It'll
been
be
like,
all right.
killed painlessly the night before.
well, I suppose in some ways better him than you, I suppose. Right, experience. So there were some.
Apollo waking them up, man.
What's that? Sorry.
I think Apollo's woke him up, hasn't he? But
Yeah, he has. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you'd roll for it, but yeah, you realise it wasn't because of something you did. He did wake him up. He seemed to be.
but intelligence and occult, and I'm quite high in both. So.
Yeah, we'll assume you realised. Maybe even says them as he disappeared that he's set his minions on the crowd for asking such a thing.
Charming.
Yeah,
Right.
informed condition.
So get a point of normal experience for finishing the game.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Keep €5 risk of not doing that tonight, man.
Exactly. Yeah. Maybe you only get 3 beats for it because you weren't here before. Right. Anyone make a dramatic failure?
No.
I don't think anyone did. No one got the lethal damage.
Nope.
No.
Oh,
Missed out on all the great ways.
yeah. Right.
Yeah,
Look, I'm going to assume that at some point in the game you all lost the confused condition, so get a beat for that.
Cool.
You resolved one of your conditions, S2, so get a beat for that.
Cheers.
Right, fulfilling an aspiration. I mean, the first one was to find out what was going on and do your sort of blending in and eavesdropping on people, so get a beat for that. Getting Daedalus elected, get a beat for that.
Lovely.
And getting him the questions, finding out the questions and getting get a beat for that.
Hector.
And get
Deviant.
a beat for one for role playing, one for tactics.
That's per.
Yeah. And then vitriol. So G5, you were saying you had pretty much completed a milestone. It was pretty much a major milestone for you. That is pretty spot on, really. So get a full point of vitriol for that, for being a major milestone.
Lovely.
Esther, you were getting to. You've got to have some companions that could, in theory, Well, actually, what is it again specifically? Is it someone got one about putting people at risk? Because
No, I don't want to put people at risk.
no, I mean, as milestones about putting people at risk. I think that might be US one, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
If you could, because getting this guy he's being pecked to death by a Pandoran currently.
Yeah,
That's arguably it's putting him at risk. So
yeah, what's your
yeah?
We sort of like get people. I think one of them's get people into a frenzy and then risky behaviour, isn't it?
Yeah, what are you? What?
I'm a whip. Luciferan.
Right, yeah. Have someone take a life-changing social risk, whether it pays off or not. So yeah, get a point of vitriol for that. And you're a companion, aren't you? Develop an intimate relationship with your chosen partner, or have right. I mean, you've not quite got intimate with them.
I don't know. quite an intimate relationship between a guy's chief spin doctor and the electee. Know everything about him.
I'll tell you what, get 3 beats for this week, but when it's sort of resolved, when you've or is it going to get any? Yeah, go on. I'll let you have it. Yeah, get a full, because it would be unfair given that he might not be around for much longer, depending on how the first few rolls of combats go. So yeah,
I know, I want to shout a betrayal to him before he dies. I didn't really care for you on your campaign. Did you hear me? Reject me, shun me before you die. Your last words must be horrible. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I think that's it for experience then.
All right, I think I need to get some knowledge of socializing, because I am struggling a bit with that.
It would make sense for your character.
Yeah, I'm tempted to just boost me Azoth again. Remind me, I ask this every week, but how much does it cost to boost Azoth?
4 vitriol or 5 normal.
4 vitriol it is. What else is vitriol useful for?
Just calcifying your shit, really.
How much Azoth have we got now, G5? You come for 4 Azoth?
I'm going to boost it up to 4, yeah.
Why?
Because it adds to everything that I do.
Yeah. Including freaking people out. 4 dice of freakery, man, you've got.
Yeah. It's all part of. Have you not noticed that? This is all part of how we become human, freaking people out.
I know, but I always get told off for doing that.
It literally just adds to everything, pretty much everything you do.
Right, yeah, I've just spent all my experience and put two in socialize.
Sweet. Are you getting anything, S1?
I don't think so right now, no. I'll have a think about it.
Right, cool. So are we up for Wednesday? Because I think we've probably got another 4, maybe even 3 games left. So do you know what you're doing? Do you want us to start looking at characters or something, S1? Because like I say, it's it seems like a long time, but if we're doing 2 a week, it's next week or the week after that this will be finished. So I don't know if you want us, if you've got
right, I'll start thinking quite hard now, and I'll have something for you to start looking at on Wednesday.
Well, to give you a little bit more time, I might not be able to do Wednesday. In fact, I'm thinking probably won't be able to do Wednesday because I think band practice is Wednesday this week.
Let me stop recording now.
All right.